Civic Center for Game 2 of the DDO tournament. U13 Mohawks and the Lachine Rapids. Lachine 9 wins, 3 losses on the season coming in, and the Mohawks coming off of an electrifying 3-2 shootout win last night over the hometown Civics. Back on the Mohawks, moving on in foot with a quick shot. That is stopped by Milan Bujor, today's starter. Lachine, the Rapids wearing white with dark blue and yellow trim, skating right to left. The Mohawks in the black with orange, the Kahnawake, the designated home team for today's game. To Jacobs. That's a wrist shot goal. That's angled right on, and Bujor sets that away. Wahesu Kurut on defense alongside Hunter Jacobs. Mohawks have 6 forwards and 5 defensemen to start. There's a steal by Paul. Jacob Paul works his way in and has the puck hop over his stick. Jay Waduni Homer, the center on this line, alongside Belladier and Jacob Paul. Kurut swings it up the boards. That's kept alive at the point by McDonald, or Justin Z, sorry, 47. Paul. And Homer banks it up ahead, and he's got Bella with him. Flicks it up to Deer, and her pass was blocked. Mohawks can't touch it, or else it would have been offside. Played up the center ice, and here come the Rapids. Centering feed, and a Jay Waduni Homer's on it. Homer tied the game late in the third period last night against the Civics. Jay Waduni with the puck. Lost his balance. Mohawks changed the defense, so it's Grayson Jacobs and Nashton Mayo on the blue line. Paul takes over at center. Lost his balance. And Martin Leo Maldonado up ahead. That shot's not going to hit the net. Nash Mayo takes it behind the Kahnawake net. Mayo on the backhand. Got it up to Monty Horn. And Onyetaze James Day coming in. Day, he shoots, not on. Follow-up chance. That was blocked off by Boudreaux. Seven and a half to go here in the first. Still no score. As the Rapids play one up. Mayo got the stick on it. Foot. Rapids avoid too many men. And it's taken now by Monty Horn. He flips it up to Onyetaze James Day. Daze up to Foot. Conlon tried to feed it over to Monty Horn. That pass was blocked. Puck stuck behind the Lachine net, stolen by Monty Horn. His pass blocked by the back of the net. Day shoved off the puck. Skating back is William Lalancette. Foot for Horn. And Horn puts it deep. 3.5 minutes gone by in a scoreless game. Mohawks winning 3-2 last night in a shootout. Lachine will play against the West Island Knights tomorrow. If the Mohawks get a point here, regardless, they are moving on to the semifinals. Jay Waduni Homer skates in, gets a shot away, and that one's over the top. Paul picks it up, got it over to Homer. Homer walking in, has plenty of room, and that's shouldered aside by Bujor. And down goes Homer behind the net. And it's kicked on net, save made, and a rebound. Bujor's got it, and he'll hang on. Yeah, this Lachine comes in with a lot of, this Lachine team, plenty of pedigree. Said before, they're 9-3 coming into the season. And one of the lower seeded teams from Lachine's division, the EHL. The Côte St. Luc Canucks upset one of the upper echelon CHL teams yesterday, 1-0. And the LHCO, of course, where the Mohawks come out of, is generally considered one of the stronger leagues in and around Lac St. Louis. Wahessu Kurut couldn't keep it in. Kahnawake had to tag up. Paul knocked it away. Here's a wrist shot blocked by Homer. And then Jay Wadui picks it up. Played up to center ice, but deflected. Here's a wrist shot, not on. Hunter Jacobs plays it up to center. Homer looking for Belladier. He hits her in stride. Bella slides it over. Paul, wrist shot off the outside of the post. Either that or it missed, and the goaltender got a piece of it with his stick on the post. Hunter Jacobs nails this one over the top of the net. Puck goes behind the net. Back to get it is Belladier. Bella sends it out in front to Homer. Homer drops it back. Hunter Jacobs, plenty of time, and his bounce shot is blocked in front of that Rapids net. 4:35 to go in a scoreless first period. Stretch pass, and here come the Lachine Rapids. Hunter Jacobs does a good job coming back on defense and knocking that one away from Justin Z. Oh, wait. Thanks. 4:30 left to go here in the first, and that is one. It'll get out. And oh, look out. Big collision. One of the Mohawks, Grayson Jacobs, lost his stick. Here come the Rapids, picking it up. Open look. Hayes Horn shuts the door. To go in the first period. Scoreless game. Mohawks have carried the play for most of the game. They've done a good job up to this point here of taking the play to the Rapids. Monty Horn's pass deflected at center ice. Foot, Horn, and Dave the line. I'll get slowed up. Grayson Jacobs takes it behind his own net. Bangs it off the boards. Monty Horn looking for Day. Passes behind Onyadaze a bit. Conlon kicks it back up. 3.5 to go here in the first. Foot looking to find the puck. Monty Horn's pass is blocked. He's got it back though. Out in front, that pass deflected. Good job on defense by David Stratton. 43 in white. Onyadaze James Day sends this one off the wall. Held in by the Rapids. Conlon Foot with the takeaway. He flicks it up to center ice. Delayed offside on the Rapids, so Lachine can't touch. And that goes through a maze of legs. Amazingly doesn't hit anything on the way through. And that will lead to an icing here with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to play in a scoreless opening first period. Faced off won by the Rapids. Backhanded out in front. Reese Dixon, the captain, 95 in black, got a stick in the way. Back out to the front of the net, and the Rapids hold it in. Here's a wrist shot, blocked, follow-up chance. Homer got a piece of it, and now the puck rolls back out to Kurut. She tries to clear it. The Rapids keep it in. And here's a Jay Waduni Homer looking up ice and trying to hit Paul in stride. And the Rapids take it back, played off the back of the net. Belladier on the intercept. Played it to the point, Reese Dixon. Dixon, nice move. Dixon has to go backhand. Homer slows it up. Puck comes into the low slot, and the Rapids take it away. Up the center ice. And it's taken by Paul nearly. And it's retrieved by Belladere, who takes it. Here, double team. Amazingly stays on side. What? Coming back to get another Rapids. Benjamin Lapointe behind his net. Lapointe plays it up the wing. 1:35 left to go in the scoreless first period. Homer bothered David Stratton just enough. And that pass is off the stick of Belladere, taken back by the Mohawks. Paul to Homer in the high slot. His shot is blocked, and the Rapids are going to clear this one out of the zone. And that'll stop the play with 1:12 seconds left here in the first. Face off coming up to the left of Bujar. Milan Bujar, 39, the netminder for the Rapids. Hunter Jacobs. It's a shot, go, bounces on Bujar, and it's cleared away before Horn can get a stick on it. Down to the final minute, stolen by Day, and that shot hops over the top. Conlon back to the point, plenty of room. Here's a wrist shot, Hunter Jacobs, and that's not on. Radar tracker a little off here in the early going for the Mohawks. Mayo gets a shot away, and that hits off a stick of Maldonado, and that's touched with a high stick, so a face-off will stay in the Lachine territory with 33.9 to go. Face-off to the right of the Lachine net. No score here. Day won it back to Mayo. One-timer! And that goes through, but it doesn't hit the target. Held in at the point by Mayo. Amonte Horn gets a shot away. That stopped, and the rebound, he couldn't hold it with Bujar. Amonte with 15 seconds left. Swept back to the point. Mayo not able to keep it alive. Down to the final 10 seconds of play here in the first. Horn trying to slow it up. Down to the last 6. Knocked back out to center ice, and the first period of play has ended 0-0 after 10. Period number 2 getting started here at the DDO Hockey Invitational. Kahnawake against the Lachine Rapids. No score at the end of the first period. Rapids coming back here to start the second. Lachine gains the entry into the Mohawk zone. Homer gets it out, and the Rapids have to tag up as they rugby scrum right in front of the Mohawks blue line, and the Rapids take control. Reese Dixon on the takeaway. Dixon gets to center ice, lost control, and now it's hacked back up to Dixon and knocked back into Rapids territory. Lead pass, misses its intended mark target, and Ashton Mayo is away behind his own goal. Mayo looks up the ice. Pass to the wing, picked off by the Rapids. Hayes Horn slows it behind the net for Mayo. Mayo up the ice for Paul. Jacob Paul looks in stride, pass, deflects, trying to hit Homer on the pass, and Jacob Paul gets it back. Paul splitting in, couldn't completely split the defense though. And then he took a bump as he made his way across into the corner. Homer, look at that battle. Look at it, Jay Wadoody still on it here. And he still has possession. Now he slows it up. Homer looking. One of the Rapids just lost a stick. Homer looking to take advantage. Homer walks in. That stopped, and a rebound kicked out by the Rapids. 8.5 to go here in the second. No score. Dixons keeps it in. And Reese keeps it in a second time. And it's cleared out, finally, by the Rapids. Mayo banking it off the boards, looking to hit Paul. Jacob Paul takes it for the Mohawks. Paul Looking. Jacobs plays it back to the point. Mayo's going to hold the zone here. Nash. Look at this move. Nash to Mayo. That's not on. Rebound. Here. Sends it out in front. Homer. And that's covered up by Boozer.
This is what you came for.
Oh, the Mohawks buzzing around that Rapids net here. 7:49 to go in the second. Still no score. Face off one. Homer, or Horn, tied up. Grayson Jacobs. Amonte Horn from his knees gets a shot away. Gets it back and shoots, and that hits foot and bounces wide. Kept alive by Hunter Jacobs. Horn couldn't turn and fire. And the Rapids play one up. Hunter Jacobs comes back for Kahnawake behind his own net. Jacobs looking for Carrot. Puck slowed up. Taken by foot. Conlon banks one up for Amonte Horn. He had one of the 2 regulation goals as well for the Mohawks. Played it out in front, and that pass just got picked. Throw back out in front. Nobody home in black. Rapids take it back out. 6:47 to play here in the second. Still no score. Brought in by Lachine. Here is DDO. Threw it back out in front, and that pass was picked off by Jacobs. Wrist shot blocked by foot. And now it goes wide of the Kahnawake goal. Wahesu Carrot in the corner, battles alongside DDO. Back out in front it goes. Grayson Jacobs got in the way. Foot back up the ice, and it's deflected by Horn. And that'll be an icing. Here on the Mohawks with 6 minutes and 7 seconds left in the second. Face off one by the Rapids, and it deflects out. Onyekaze James Day furthers it along. This will land on Boozer, who's going to keep play going. Dixon. And now it's played out. Onyekaze James Day throwing over to Nash and Mayo. Mayo, backhander, knocked down by the Rapids. Day coming back. Backhander sent wide of the Mohawks net. Dixon trying to corral it. Stolen by Lachine. LaPointe wraparound, and that's blocked in front of the net by Mayo, and we have a tripping call coming up on Reese Dixon. And Lachine will go on the power play here with 5:15 to go on the clock. Off to the right of the Mohawks goal as Lachine starts this power play. Intercepted by Jacob Paul. Paul in pursuit, and Paul does corral it. Paul centers it out in front. D! What a stop, and the puck lands on top of the net. Onyekaze James Day does a good job of deflecting this on the backhander. Boozer deflects it up in the air, and the puck lands right on top of the net, just above the crossbar. Excellent reaction save by William Boozer to keep this baby scoreless. 4:57 to play in the first, and it's 1 out. Ajay Waduni furthers it. 4:50 to go in the second, 1:40 left in the Rapids power play. Taken away by Jacob Paul. Paul, a backhander, and he couldn't get as much mustard as he would have liked on it. To the point it goes. Homer holds it in. His shot blocked in front of the Rapids net. And Day's going to go to the bench here. Belladere steps on. Oh, a big collision. Nash and Mayo. Tries to further it along. Mayo. Not able to corral it. Big stop in tight by Hayes Horn. And that's cleared out of the zone by Paul. But the Mohawks had left two in front of that net. Belladere on the forecheck. 44 seconds to go in the Rapids power play. So Hunter Jacobs and Grayson Jacobs are out on the PK. Carrot fires, and that's not on. 30 seconds to go in the Rapids power play. In comes Lachine across center ice. And that's corralled out of the zone by Grayson Jacobs. 15 to go in the power play. Hunter Jacobs has a bit of time, has a look, and gets rid of it as far as center ice. And now Carrot furthers it in on Bouger. And the final seconds tick off. Lachine 0 for 1 on the power play. Hunter Jacobs couldn't hit Day and Stein. So Day, Carrot, and Horn are now the three out there. So Wahesu, who's like their Mohawks utility player, sometimes plays defense, sometimes plays on the wing, is now moved up the forward, and the Mohawks will stick with 4 defense as Amonte Horn comes in offside on the far wing. Jacob Paul, Conlon foot up front. Nash, Mayo, Reese, Dixon the defense. Here comes Homer. Homer with a little pep in his step, moving on in. Jay Waduni looks in front of the net, threw it there, but the pass was blocked. Centering feed is broken up. Homer trying to further it in. And here come the Rapids, one-on-one. Backhander hit the outside of the net. Back out in front. Swept to the point, but not out. Held in by Lachine. Wrist shot blocked. Mohawks couldn't corral it. Here's a wrist shot. Bounces on, and Hayes Horn forced to make a tough bounce stop. Taken by Lachine. Here's a wrist shot. That is blocked by Dixon and sails over the top of the Kahnawake goal. Picked up by Paul. Homer. And the Rapids trying to get started. 1:30 left. Paul crunched along the wall as he was run into by McConnell. Unintentionally, obviously. And now Paul trying to get started. Delayed offside coming up. Homer had to tag up. And now some open space for the Rapids. Wrist shot, blocker, stop, Hayes. And now Jay Waduni kicks it up. Final minute of the second period. Amonte Horn. And now a breakaway. 2-0 Lachine. Wrist shot, Hayes Horn. Turned it away. Dixon couldn't get it out. Mohawks need a change on defense. Fent out in front. Conlon with the stick lift. And he will get it up. 30 seconds to go. Foot to Homer. Homer cruises in. His shot blocked. And the Mohawks on a change. Grayson Jacobs, Belladere, Hunter Jacobs on there. Here's a wrist shot. Blocker stopped by Hayes. Down to the last 12 seconds. Horn up for Homer. Jay Waduni, he's at the end of a shift. And he couldn't get out of second gear. Down to the last 4 seconds. Throw towards Bouger, and Bouger will hang on with 1.2 left in the second. second. No score. Kahnawake and Lachine after 2. All right, here we go. Third period underway. Mohawks and the Lachine Rapids. U13A action here at the DDO tournament. No score. Pass in the high slot. Cleared away by the Mohawks. And here comes Lachine. Coming on in. Rapids looking to attack. Justin C. Sent it there. And Hayes Horn loves that one down. 9:30 to go here in the third. Face-off won by the Mohawks. Played behind Kahnawake territory. Hunter Jacobs up the wall. Intercepted by the Rapids. Here's a shot! And Hayes Horn had to be quick for point-blank range to turn that one aside. Well, Hester Correct furthers it along. Don't forget, the Mohawks played last night. Lachine had the week off, so you have to wonder if they're going to have the fresh legs on as this game gets closer to the finish line. Foot overskated at Homer. Jay Wadooney still with it, and he couldn't get a shot away. Grayson Jacobs hustles in, passed it out in front, blocked. Correct, turns and fires, that's intercepted, and Hunter Jacobs has to come back. It's taken from Jacobs. Grayson Jacobs alone man back. It's a 2-on-1 Rapids. Wrist shot. And Hayes Horn has the puck. 20 seconds left here in the third. Scoreless game. Sent out in front, broken up by Mayo. But that high slot has been open for the Rapids. And when the passes have been crisp, opportunities have existed for the Lachine. Jacob Paul accelerates in, puts on the brakes, wrist shot. And he's had a couple of those opportunities that have just missed. He's got to get that radar tracker on and he'll be all right here. Intercepted behind the net by Paul. And now Lachine comes back. LaPointe getting started for the Rapids. Gets into Kahnawake territory. Look at it. There's a pass up to Belladier that gets by, and then Onyadaze, James Day runs into the official. Hang on. Day off the wall. So I have my kid digging in my pockets right now. Thankfully, she's trying to find candy versus money, so. Dixon brings it in. Reese Dixon. Reese turning, firing, and Boudreau's got it. No rebound, given up. No receive ended. Really? Face off to the left of the Lachine net. 6 minutes, 29 seconds left. The game is scoreless. Hunter Jacobs shoots! No! Brought back in by the Mohawks. Go get the paper. Hunter kept it alive. Shot towards the net. Rebound! And Horde just couldn't get a shot on. And the puck goes by Grayson Jacobs and back into Kahnawake territory. Hunter Jacobs. We'll get back later. Amonte Horde shoots it towards the net and blocked off. Homer behind the net. Foot deflected it. And back comes the Rapids. Grayson. Behind the net it comes. Homer intercepts it. Homer gave it away in the high slot. And that wrister won't hit the target. Played up, and that took a bad bounce for the Mohawks. Icing waved. Four and a half to go here. Jacob Paul skating in. Paul with a full head of steam gets it to the corner. And he lost his balance. Back at the point, Dixon. Foot! No! Rebound out in front! No! It's on the line. Shoots low. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left here in regulation time. The Rapids and Mohawks are all even 0-0. Here comes Lachine. Hayes Horn! Face-off won by the Mohawks. Yeah, she will. She's just... Homer couldn't get there. Down to the final 3:40. Thanks so much, lady. And it's cleared out to center ice. Rapids offside. And that's passed up. Booger. And that'll be a frozen puck with 3:19 left in regulation. And it's played up the boards. James Day shoots off the outside of the net. And the clock's not going. The clock's not going. There you go. Everyone gained a few extra seconds. Back come the Rapids into Kahnawake territory. Look at that back check by Homer. Day with the takeaway, and now it's picked back up by Maldonado. Maldonado couldn't get a shot away. Homer behind his own net. Jay Waduni flicks it up to Horn, and that pass just failed to click with Day. He does have some wheels too. He could have been gone. Look out. Stolen puck. Not on. Grayson Jacobs behind the net. And it's bounced out in the high slot. Backhander. Hunter Jacobs turns and he'll get rid of it. Down to the last 2.5 minutes here. Jacobs up for Day. Day. And Horn stayed onside. Day looking for Homer and the pass is tipped off. Down to the final 2:15 of regulation. And it deflects out to the high slot. And Amonte Horn has a look. And he'll get rid of it. Actually, this gets by everybody. And icing is called. Picked up by Lachine. Backhander. No. 1:50 to go. Here comes Paul putting on the brakes. Jets. And then tried to use the juke meter. Comes back to Mayo. One-timer. And that hops wide of the target. Down to the final 100 seconds of regulation. Back comes Lachine. Foot on the back check. And the puck just squirts in front of that Mohawks net. McConnell still with it. McConnell turning. McConnell threw it out in front. Nobody there. 70 seconds left in regulation. And it'll be Conlon Foot getting one up to Correct. Final minute of regulation. Stolen by the Rapids. Blondin. And that pass misses the intended target. Mayo. Dixon. Reese blocked it. Puck lobs in. And Hayes Horn. I'm not sure if she got a piece of it or not. But you have to be sharp. Turned over. And the Rapids take it away. Mayo gets it to the point. It gets out. Lachine shoots it back in. Nash and Mayo and Reese Dixon the defense. Mayo. His pass is blocked before it got through. Foot deflected it. Jacob Paul clears it to the point, but not out. 8 seconds left. The shot blocked. Dixon knocked it away. Down to the last 3. Rapids need to get a shot. Down to the final second. No! All right, so once again, we'll be playing overtime. 5-minute OT coming up right now. All right, so the Kahnawake Mohawks are officially moving on to the semifinals because of a point that they just earned for getting this baby into OT. They have 4 points. The West Island Knights, who lost last night in regulation, have 0, and the Knights cannot officially finish ahead of the Mohawks. And a close opportunity for Didier Como to start this overtime off. Belladere and Onyataze James Day to start. Reese Dixon jumping in. Dixon cutting in, trying to get to the net. He's cut off. And now Day's going to have to get back along with Dixon. Mayo falls. Look out. Oh, Hayes Horn! She saves her defenseman's bacon there. Left. Homer and Horn up front. Hunter Jacobs, Grayson Jacobs the back end. Fed out in front. Grayson tries to play it out. Rapids on the takeaway. Almost. Homer for Grayson Jacobs. Had it taken away. Relentless pressure from the back by the Rapids. 3:55 to go. It's Hunter. Got it up the center ice. Taken by the Rapids. Thierry Blondin. Homer Ajay Waduni gets it over to Amonte Horn. And Horn settles it in. Horn by himself here. He's going to have to stall. Threw it to the front of the net, but the pass was intercepted. And it's shot back in to Kahnawake's end of the ice. Grayson. And the Mohawks were changing. That's an offside, and a face-off will be coming in to the Kahnawake end of the ice. 3:20 to go here in overtime. Mohawks won 3-2 in a shootout last night. So Conlon Foot will take the draw. Foot at center. Conlon left it, and the puck is cleared out to center. Shot back in by the Rapids. That was Lucas Cesari. And here come the Rapids, one-on-one. Rister, no! Fired over the top by DDO Kobo. Paul. Foot, a wrist shot, and that is stopped and held. 2:52 to go in overtime. Foot won the draw. Gets it back to Dixon, and the space was closed off. Reese had a little bit of space. He's got it now. Shooting one towards the net, that's blocked. 2:35 to go. Dixon with the takeaway. Reese Dixon. Dixon! And the pass misses! Back come the Rapids. 2 minutes to go. Shot on! Blocker stop, Hayes! Mohawks play it off the wall. It does not get out. Kept alive by Blondin. Sent out in front. Mayo fishes it out there. Foot trying to corral it. Blondin keeps it alive, and his wrister won't hit the target. Mayo looks up the wall. Paul. Puck rolling off his stick, and he furthers it up the center. Here comes Jacob Paul trying to split the defense. Foot following the play, couldn't get it. And now a 2-on-1 unless Hunter Jacobs can jump back in. Look at the back check by Conlon. Mayo sweeps it up to the point, not out. Wrist shot. Hunter slaps this one off the wall. Day. Foot trying to cut in. Day missed it. Minute 20 to go. Back come the Rapids. Skating on his Maldonado. No, he just missed far side. Down to the final 70 seconds here. Onyetaze James Day. Couldn't clear it. That was Como on the takeaway, and now it's shot out of the zone. Foot going after it. That's Wahetsukura at 92. 47 seconds left here in overtime. If there's no goals, we're going to a shootout. Back come the Rapids. Brister! And Hayes Horn got it with the butt end of her stick. Down to the last 34. Passed out in front. Cleared away. Day trying to get it out. Correct. Furthered it along. Down to the final 22. Backhander. Hunter has the puck. And he'll play it up today. Rapids have to tag up. Back comes Lachine. Hayes Horn knocks it down. Oh, the Rapids definitely look like the far fresher team here in the overtime. And we are going to shootouts for a second straight night. All right, so a very familiar situation. Same thing as last night. Lachine Rapids and the Kahnawake Mohawks U13A this time. Hayes Horn in net on one end, William Butcher in nets on the other. And the Rapids are are going to start this shootout off, I think. Oh, another shootout after the Mohawks won it 3-2 last night over the DDO Civics in a shootout. Here we go. So the Rapids will get this call to shoot first, and they're sending Thomas Poliak. So Hayes Horn is the goalie for the Mohawks. William Bouger in nets for the Rapids. Lachine starting the shootout off. Here we go. Oh boy, you can feel this now. Poliak against Hayes Horn. Poliak starting this thing off. Poliak coming in across the blue line. Poliak! No good! Hayes keeps it out with the stick.
First shooter.
And here's the Monty Horn. All right, so Horn, 1-for-1 in shootouts this year. He scored last night against the Civics. Remember, best of 3 shooters. Here comes Horn. 1-on-1 with Bouger. Joterno du Horn. Amonte. No! Now shooting for Lachine. Martin Leo Maldonado.
Next shooter for Lachine.
Maldonado. Oh, it's Siri Blondin, sorry, taking the shot. 15. Blondin coming in. Blondin! No good! So here's Conlon Foot, shooter number 2. Conlon Foot.
Number 98.
That's how silent it is in here, folks. You can hear a pin drop. Let's see if Conlon can give them reason to make some noise. In comes Foot. Conlon for the lead. No good! Now shooting for Lachine. Number 41, DDO Como. DDO Como. And it'll be interesting to see who Justin Horn sends out next. In comes Como against Hayes Horn. Como! Backhander scores! And now the pressure is on the Mohawks to try and tie this baby up. And coming out is Reese Dixon. Reese Dixon, the captain. Trying to keep this baby going here. A goal sends us to a 4th shooter. A miss and the Rapids get the win. Reese Dixon trying to give the Mohawks the victory, or the tie here. Reese Dixon in alone. No! Good! And the Rapids win it. 1-0 in a shootout. And the Mohawks, because they pick up 1 point, officially clinch a spot in the semifinals. So Kahnawake is in the semifinals. They will be playing hockey here next Saturday. We don't know what time, we don't know what position, but because they earned a point, the Mohawks are playing here next weekend as they punch the ticket through to the semifinals after taking this thing to shootouts for a second straight night. Unfortunately, this time, the U13A's Mohawks not able to get the win in a shootout. Lachine takes this 1-0 in a shootout. And we'll be back here next weekend.
Player of the game for the Mohawks of Kahnawake, number 88, Horn.
Prepare to do a Monty Horn. Game MVP today for the Mohawks.
Player of the game for the Rapids to Lachine, number 39, Milan Bujor.
Milan Bujor gets the game MVP for the Rapids. Lachine takes this thing 1-0 in a shootout. Kahnawake.